Okay, this is 10 years after standing at the station, CBT guitar lesson. And for Bruce, and this was a CT that has been now brought to a CBT using the video portion now. Standard tuning. I emailed you, Bruce. The video that we initially used was deleted by the uploader. So I searched around for about a half hour, listened to different ones. The original one you said was 7 minutes, 11 seconds. I found one that was 7 minutes, 9 seconds, and it pretty much matches up. It's off the same album and everything. So a lot of solo in this. Hopefully this is going to help you with some of the stuff you were having trouble with, but let's jump in. So first part I played is section 1. We're using E5, G5, A5, and E5. Just means it's their power chords. So open E to A. You have kind of a set rhythm for most of these chords, which is nice. It's down, 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 down. If you can memorize that pattern, that strum pattern, you're going to cruise right through this section, because you're going to apply the same thing over the G5 power chord, 3E5A. Do the same thing. But here's where people struggle. I haven't heard you play it, but when you transition from one chord to the next, if there's a rest, you know, it's easier for most people. If there's not, sometimes you got to make sure you don't have a pause in between one chord transitioning to the next. And that does happen in here. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. Then you have your rest. It's the same thing here on the A5, the 5th and 7th fret. But this one, we cut the rhythm short a little bit. There's a little filler we got to get. It goes down, 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 down. And then you hit an open E. We're going to do a hammer onto the 3rd fret. And then pick 5, 3. And then bend that 3rd fret a whole step. That leads you right back to the E5 to wrap up this section. Same strum. Okay, now the second and third time, where the star is, we're going to replace that with a fill that goes. So let me show you in context what that sounds like. This would apply for the second and third time. 3, 5, E, slide to 7. 5A, hammer to 7 to 5D. That gives you, and then 7, 5A. Then you continue at the A5 power chord. Then you have this. You're playing it just like you normally would. Okay? So that's the second and third time you play like that. Then you jump down to section 2, 52 seconds in. I think this is the last rhythm, and then we have a bunch of solos to work on. So let me take a quick listen. Here's the idea with this. So 799 ADG, strum, strum, and then arpeggiate it. Pick the 𝐒𝐏𝐍𝐒. Then I'm looking at tabs online, so I got to scroll as we go. Stay there, strum it, slide it a step and a half sharp up to 10, 12, 12. That comes after the arpeggios. In other words, and then strum it again, and then go 10, 12, 12, 12, ADGB. You kind of, you know, he'll strum, slide, strum, and then arpeggiate. Then 10, 12, 12, slide to 12, 14, 14. And then strum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then back to 5, 7, 7, slide to 7, 9. And then I gotta scroll down. So you'll go strum 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now you'll see a 108 timestamp. You're going to go back to section 1 2 times. Second time, no star. So just like how we did it, but 2 times instead of 3. And then section 2 is part we just played. You're going to do that again 1 time. Then we get into a bunch of solos. I think the best way to approach these, Bruce, is I'll kind of just play a moderate tempo. You have the tabs and kind of follow along with it. If I'm not mistaken, everything else in here is solo. 9 hammer 11 D, 9 G, 11 D, 9 G, vibrato, rest. 11, you're going to see the bend release, but it's a half step, so we're bending it 1 fret. Bending this to this. And then pull off to 9, and then 11, 9, D, G, and then just kind of slides it up. So it goes. Here's your next riff. Now this bend I'm doing on the 15B, notice what happens with my other 2 fingers. They come up to help. If you don't do that, watch. If you don't do that, it can be a little iffy on how that bend's going to sound. These 2 fingers are going to help stabilize it, strengthen the bend, and make that vibrato easier. So it's a whole step bend, so you're bending a D to an E basically. Then we have a bend release pull off 15 to 12. Pentatonic stuff, right? Alvin Lee, man, that guy's awesome. So those bend release pull offs is what's happening. Okay, moving on to page 2. 1 second here. Page 2. Then we got this. So, oops. .210 timestamp, we got this little repetitious melody that he does. Oops. Really catchy, which is why he repeats it. Oops. 2 times. That's a pull off, 5 slide 7A. So 2 of those. Next line down, 7/5 pull off on the A. Half step bend, that's a 1 fret. If you need to test it. Okay, so it's. Here's your next one. Let me show you something here. You'll see a line over the 7/9 at the end after you slide from 5 to 7 on the D. That means it's a hold and let it ring as you play the 9G. It's actually a power chord he's building. And again, without pausing. And then hit them together. Moving on, back to this little catchy hook, 5 slide 7E. It's cool. Do that again for you, a little slower. Strumming off that E5 power chord. 225 timestamp. We got this. 4 times, and I think that's the same as the earlier one we did. 2, 3, 4. Oops. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Then you have palm muting. Now these can be tricky if you're not used to doing it. because there's a lot of triplets. It's 36 times as well. This is at 242, and it goes. Palm muting. So your palm right here, put it right. You should feel the bridge on the back side of your palm here, but you should also, the flesh of it should be right in front of that. If you move it too far, you choke the mutes, and it sounds like this. That's not what you want. That's a mute, but it's too choked. Watch what happens as I move my hand back. That's what you want. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 36 times. So step one, before you're even thinking of the 36 times, is you got to memorize the strum pattern. Or the picking pattern, I should say. You got to get that. Don't overshoot when you're picking. Keep it right in the tight quarters. Okay, then 346 coming out of that. 5A hammer 7. Palm mute the 5, and then open 7 EA. Palm muted. Okay, and then you'll go. Alternate pick 7-5 palm mute on the A. 7E palm mute pull 5. 3E bend palm mute, and then 5E. 3E bend open E, and then 7A. So it sounds like this. 4 times. Okay, 356 is next, and we have this. And then we got to go to the next page. That is page 3. Here's page 4. And we got this. Now, well, it's nice to try to break things into 8s or 4s, smaller subgroup riffs. We have. If you see down ups, then that's telling you that it's got to be played faster. Okay, where you see that come into play is at the end of that first line. You'll see this, that part. Oops. Pause, and then you'll see this. Oops. Missed it. There it is. That's from the slide, right after the pause. Then you take the 5A, slide to 7, keep it palm muted, go. Scroll down here. Down, up, down, up. So down, up, and then an open E, 5D. Then cool little pentatonic riff. So you see the down up down because it's quicker. Here's that second half. 9 sliding 7, pull 5, scroll down, and then this. Okay, then we have palm muting again with alternate picking. 7-5-3 open on the E, or down up down down. Okay. And that'll be twice. 2 times of that. 410, we got this. 9 times. Open, hammer 2 on the A, that's a palm mute. Upstroke, palm mute, the open D, 9 times. And then finish off with this. Okay, and then we have, so, do that again. I had to scroll down here. Alright, that's it for page 4. Let's go to page 5. And we've got 421 on our timestamp. 4G slide 2, pull open. Then 423. Then you'll have, oops, do it again. Let's do that again. Two times. Then we go down another line. We have once again. Then we have once again. Then we have once again. Then here's that last riff. Then we have last line, or no, second to last line. Here it is again. 437. 441. Okay, page 6. Next line. 448. One more time. 448. That's cool. And then we have. I'm going to do that again. It's a hold. You'll see that line over it. Okay, moving on. 458. Again. Next part. Again. Except he's probably. Alright, next part. Next page. Let's see, that was page 6. We need page 7. 5, 6, 7. 533 timestamp. This is a cool little run, real common. 12 hammer 15B, 12E. I would bar that 12th fret. Pick 12B hammer 15, and then 12E. You can down or up that. I like to up. Oops, and then we got Slow that part down, really cool. 15 slide 14, pull 12 on the G. And then we have 540. These are tough to do. 14 GB, third finger, so bar it, back it with a couple. Bend, release, hold, pull 12s. 2 times. Then we got this. 14G, slide to 16, 15B, 7 times. All pentatonic stuff here. Next line. Hold on, lost my spot. Yeah, okay. So our next thing is this. 1715 BE. Eight times of that. Very cool. Well, 8 times would be from here. Pentatonic right there, E minor. And then 14G, then release, pull 12. Let's see, do it again. Watch for the down ups, those are double timed. 557. 14G, 13B, slide to 15, 16, so it's a whole step, slide, and then up, down, up, down, up. 2 times. No, actually, 2 times of after the slide. So, next one. Takes you to 6 minutes. And we got one more page. Page 9. Let me make sure that's right. I want to make sure I didn't skip a page. No, I didn't. Alright, page 9. Here's our last page. 602 timestamp. We have what's called unison bends. 12E index, 15B third finger, backed with the middle to help it bend. Hit them both, bend the B string a whole step. It says etc., so you're going to keep going. Listen for waves. You'll hear this. As they slow down, you're approaching your target note. When there's no waves, you've achieved the whole step. 610, we have just etc. a bunch of times. Finishes off with this. PS is pick scrape at 617. There you have it, Bruce. I'm hoping this will help you out. It should. It helps to have that visual, man, because without it, you're just looking at a bunch of numbers on lines, you know what I mean? So this should pull some things into perspective for you. Practice them in subgroups. So take little pieces and go over and over and watch the down ups when you see those, because those are written to tell you it's played faster. Double time of what's usually there. So appreciate you. Thanks, Bruce.